Alright guys, tonight we're gonna make some homemade pizza. You've all been asking for it, and here's the deal. I'm still not great at making dough. I still can't consistently churn out a good batch. I still have issues with launching the dough into the oven. Could be a disaster, but you know what? I'm gonna take you along for the ride tonight anyways. I do know that no matter what happens with the dough, it'll at least be edible and hopefully good. I know the stuff I'm gonna top it with tastes delicious on it, so stay tuned for all that. Everything I use tonight is down in the description. Promo codes for some of them, like the NA11 everything rub. It tastes really good on everything, which is why I'm going to use it on some pizza crust and show you that's everything, right? Some Truff sauces, etc., etc. I already made the dough. The dough didn't rise. The dough was a failure. I left it in the fridge overnight like I was supposed to. Got nothing the next day. Looked into reviving the dough, which the Fleischmann's yeast said was a thing you could do. So I got some yeast in the warm water, got that started. That was all nice and foamy. I mixed it back in with the dough and some more flour. I still thought it was a failure, but after putting it in the fridge for a couple days, whew, nice and floaty. So we're gonna see if this is actually good. I have no idea. Could be. This video could end with me doing a vlog driving to go get some sort of fast food because I botched this poorly enough. We'll see. Anyways, here's all the stuff we're using. Truff pasta sauce for the sauce. I tried this the other night with a Harris Teeter pizza dough and it blew my mind. I wasn't expecting that. I figured it would be okay at best. It was amazing. So we're going with that. Got some other stuff we're topping the pizza with. Couple different kinds of oils I'm gonna do on the crust. We're gonna do truff oil. It's a white truffle oil with pepper and salt on some of it. On the other half, we're gonna try a combo of NA11 Everything Premium Rub and extra virgin olive oil. Should be good, should be good. I've got cheese. Let's get started. At the very least, hopefully you get some entertainment out of this. Maybe, I don't know. Don't watch this as instructions for how to make a pizza. If you're one of my people, watch it because it's me, because that's the best you're getting out of this. Let's move some of this stuff aside. And because I'm using the rear camera on my iPhone, I have no idea how this looks. Let's make sure you guys can actually see what's going on and not that. You kind of mostly certainly can. I was actually going to promote a wireless microphone for my iPhone tonight as well, but something happened. It was like getting all buzzy, glitchy. It's done that to me twice now. I'm gonna have to tell them about that. I can't promote something that doesn't taste good or doesn't work. So we'll see what's going on with that. Maybe I can promote it later once I learn. Maybe I got a faulty one, I don't know. But you get it real here on Papi Eats. It's the only thing I can promise you. It's the only thing. Everything else, we're just winging it. Anyways, this is semolina flour. I'm putting that down on my pizza peel because that is gonna keep the pizza dough from sticking to it when we launch it. It's also significantly less than cornmeal. Cornmeal is another option. Much larger grains, has some flavor to it. This, not really. Now, arguably, I use too much, but I really do not like a dough that will not launch. So I put that on, I spread it out. As far as what we're doing, we have a baking steel in the oven. I actually have the premium thicker one. I don't know if I've noticed a difference with it yet, but that's what I've got. I use that instead of a pizza stone because there's almost no risk of it breaking like a pizza stone. A pizza stone's very easy to break. You know, cooling, heat, stone don't like all that. So I avoid that with the pizza steel. It gets super hot and it keeps the oven at the temperature you want it. I love it. It makes for a super crisp crust if you can keep the pizza in there long enough. We're gonna try that out. So I've spread this out all over my pizza peel because this is a pretty big dough. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. But we're about to freaking find out, aren't we? So I got some flour here. I'm just gonna flour it in my hands a little. I'm gonna start working this dough. This dough is probably not gonna come out at all the way I would want it to. If you're going out and buying a pre-made dough, if you have a Publix near you, the dough is really good. Though it seems to be a little more fragile than some of the other doughs I've had or made. And when I say that, I mean it seems to burn a lot more easily. But that was from when I was cooking it on the grill mostly. I don't know. I'm no expert. Not yet. Someday. That's the goal. I like doing this. I think I've got a lot of room for improvement. So if you have any tips, let me know in the comments. I'm sure you're going to see 1,000 things I do wrong during this video. So let me know. I won't get mad at you. I'm already about to have holes in this dough. This was not folded well. This is going to be a disaster. Let's see what we can do. See, look at that. It's not even at all. This was the wrong shirt to wear while handling flour. But here's the thing, I'm okay with it. Like I said, this is just for fun tonight. This is just to make the pizza, see how this dough ended up turning out, and try some of these toppings on it. Just to give you something to watch. Today was the day, I'm starving, I didn't eat lunch. I filmed that Pitch Black Mountain Dew video, and that was my lunch. I had Pitch Black Mountain Dew. So I'm running on water and Mountain Dew. What a day. This is not as thin as I need it to be. This is, well, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot just like this. YOLO. Sorry, people don't say that anymore. I was getting ripped on in Twitch the other day. I went to a new channel and I said, hey, with like an exclamation point. And then I used proper punctuation and grammar and all that. And they the mod there almost kicked me out because he thought I was a bot because normal people don't use proper grammar anymore. I don't know. I guess I believe it. Whatever. Then again, sticking around in there, that guy's a freaking child idiot anyway, so probably done with that channel. Okay, here's our dough. I've kept it towards the edge because I want to be able to launch it. I don't want it to have a big slide. There she is. I know some of you are probably already crying, cringing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Next, we are going to do a couple things. First, I've got my extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna put that in one of these bowls. Oh, here, movie magic camera. You want to see that a little closer? There it is. We still filming? Gotta check. We are. Because once I filmed a whole mukbang, like 20 minutes worth, and I learned after about a minute the video stopped, and I had no idea. Real cool. Real cool. Thanks, Apple. So, there we go. We've got that. Got our olive oil. I'm going to put in this NA11, the everything rub. I've used this on meats, it's delicious. I've used it on breaded like chicken nuggets that I throw in the air fryer. Fantastic, elevate some. So I'm gonna put some of this on the crust, on like half of this. Because crust, I find a bit boring. I like to give it something. So I'm actually gonna dump a bunch of this into the oil. Like I said in the description, if you want to check it out, I have a promo code for that. You save like 15%, I think. Not bad. Really good rubs. Really, really good. My ratio of rub to oil is probably wrong here, but we're going to roll with it anyways. So maybe half of this, I'm going to brush on the everything rub. Yeah, I definitely need... No, this is good. Let's do this. It's a little thicker than I thought it was going to be, that I want it to be. It's spreading out. You know, that's how this stuff works, right? Let's get that on half. Woo! A little bit more over here. Something we're trying to fight. See, I've got a really big crust. I am in a little apartment with a smoke alarm and a ton of neighbors. And it's very easy to set that off if anything starts burning in there. So I don't want like oil and cheese and stuff to fall off the dough because that starts smoking and then it's beep, 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 and nobody wants that. You got your neighbors wondering, is he cooking? Is he burning the house down? Or the apartment down? You never know. You never know. Okay, that's good. Ta-da. Let me rinse this quick. Because on the other half, we're going to try an entirely different blend. We'll even dry it. Okay. The other half, with our other bowl, we are going to use Truff white oil, kind of in the theme of the Truff sauce on the pizza. It's pretty good. It's olive oil with a nice like truffle kick to it. And this is their new white oil. It tastes a little different than their black one. Both good. I have them both. I like them. I like dipping bread in it. That's usually what I use it for, but you can cook with it. You can do all sorts of stuff. Again, that's in the description too if you want to check it out. We're gonna crack some ground black pepper into it. I think I got this idea from like Pizza Hut. I know, my best friend, right? Because they offer you different crust options. And there's also a chain called Hungry Howie's. Actually, I saw one of their food trucks driving around today. Their big thing, I think, as well, is like crust flavors. So get some salt in there. I know Pizza Hut has like a salt and pepper option I've had. It's pretty good. I think Jets does that too. Jets is the pizza to have. All right, so we got our mix day. Let's get that on here. Today was a day. Today was a day. It was kind of relaxing, but I was busy, like nonstop. Lots going on, which is why I was like internally dying when my colleague that's working from home today for, I guess the first time really, he goes, "Man, it's been pretty slow today, huh? Like no tickets." And I'm like, "Dude, that's because I've been doing all the tickets. There've been plenty of tickets. I'm running around like crazy." All right, we got half the pizza with that, half with the other stuff. Set that aside. Let's make sure it's still movable. You want to shake it once in a while so it doesn't really stick to the peel. Next, I've got an open jar. I've already used some Truff pasta sauce. It's black truffle pomodoro sauce. It tastes great on pasta, and I love it on that. But now that I've learned it tastes amazing on pizza, that's probably where most of mine's gonna go. Right? So I'm gonna put a ton of this on. If I learned anything from when I made a pizza the other day, I didn't have enough. Because this spreads pretty thin. And actually, I learned you can get this not just online, not just on Amazon from the links in the description there, but if you want to go to your local grocery store, they're in a ton of them. I saw it the other day at Harris Teeter in both this and the hot variety. Pretty good. I can't easily grab it. There's a hot one in there. I'll try that next time. Unless I burn the place down, then that won't be next time. Well, new place next time, right? Shoot. This is probably good, to be honest with you. I'll put a little more over here. Remember, we're experimenting. And I guess that's supposed to be the nature of this video. I know I do fast food videos a lot, and a lot of you don't cook, don't want to cook. It's fun. I screw up a lot. Almost all of my cooking expeditions here are failures at the end. But I have fun doing it, and I usually get something kind of edible, and I know how I can work on it to improve for the next time. So that's really what it's about. So don't be scared of cooking. It's fun. It's fun. So we did that. We spread that out. If you've been around long enough, you remember a pizza video where I spread sauce with my hand. I'm sorry. I used a spoon. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. Okay. Got the sauce on. Let me rinse up really quick here. Get some of that off of me. Get some of that off the jar. Wipe the little jar down a little bit. Set that aside. All right. Next, cheese. I guess I had someone in my comments tell me they like to put my basil oregano under the cheese, which doesn't make sense to me. I always put it on top at the end. I think it looks better. I'm gonna do that. But if it's supposed to go under and you do that, let me know. Let me know why. That's a mystery to me. This is whole mozzarella, or like whole milk, like full fat, whatever mozzarella. I bought a huge block of it from Restaurant Depot. Shredded it a while back. It's best fresh, but I froze a bunch. I kind of thawed it. It's not super thawed out, but you know what? It's going in a hot oven. It'll be okay. We're gonna put some cheese on. You don't need a ton. Now, something I also like to do that I'm not doing tonight is I'll put on grated like Parmesan Romano, I think there's 3 blends. Parmesan, Romano, something else. I think we're just gonna see how this turns out with what we have here and the mozzarella, because I think those other ones make it a little more greasy than I want, at least for this video, at least for tonight. Let's see. Again, I don't want that cheese on the crust because I can't afford the smoke alarm stuff. Like maybe you can. Be a little more adventurous. All right, honestly, that should be good enough for cheese. Doesn't look like a ton, but it'll melt out. It'll be great. It'll be great. So, shoot, that's it. I put the other stuff on at the end. So I might take some shots for you. I'm one man. I can't show you me launching this into the oven, but see, it's still moving. It's gonna go in just fine. So I'm gonna go put this in. I don't know for how long. 6 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm gonna check it at 6 minutes and see how blackened the crust is. And if it's not super dark yet and the top can still use some more cooking, I'll let it keep going. I'll let you know what happens. See you in a second here. I've got all the fans on. It was like instant smokiness kind of, but so far so good. Just showing you. There she is in the oven on the pizza steel. Rising away, cooking away. I'll show you the end product in a bit. All right, so I pulled it out and here we have it. It's still kind of deflating a little, but cheese did get oily. You can tell which side of the crust was the Truff, which side's the NA11 everything rub. We're gonna try them both. Just to show you, I pulled it maybe a little earlier than I normally would have, so I'm hoping it's okay, but the crust was starting to blacken, and because I flavored the crust, I definitely want to eat it, so I didn't go longer. I probably could have. I think I ended up going just about 7.5 minutes. First, we're going to put some oregano on it. Oops, a little much. You really can't have too much, if I'm being honest with you. Sorry, I can't aim and film at the same time. I miss living with my brother. He would always film for me. It was a lot easier. Basil. Yeah, it's a bit much. It's okay. It's going to be good. And then we have some Pex peppers, Pueblo Spark, red pepper flakes that I forgot to mention at the beginning. Go a little more sparingly with those. They're not crazy hot, but they do give it some heat and they do give it some flavor. I really like them. Okay. We've got that. And here we have our dinner for tonight. It's not the most gorgeous pizza, but I think it's going to be delicious. And that's really all that matters. Actually, really all that matters is that it's edible. But with the Truff sauce, with the crust flavors, with all the stuff on top, with the cheese and the sprinkle in there, it's going to be good. Let's go give it a shot. All right, we did it. I've already learned some lessons from this. Remember how thick the dough was? This is a little thick. It did cook all the way through, so that's a plus. But it's not as crispy as I want. The bottom was getting too blackened before the rest could cook a bit more. That's why thin crust is easiest, right? But here it is. Here she is. I don't know what I'm doing for stupid selfie thumbnail. I already took a picture of all the ingredients. Maybe we go with... All right, did I actually look at the camera? I'm using the front-facing one, and it's over here. So it's, sorry. Y'all know I hate doing that. It's kind of fun. Figuring out exactly how stupid I'm gonna get and what stupid angle I'm gonna do. It's probably pretty hot. Let's crack my favorite zero sugar Mountain Dew Spark. Quite realistically, this is I like this more than almost every sugar Mountain Dew as well. Go figure. Good stuff. Okay. First, let's try out this piece that's got the NA11 everything rub on the crust. Check it out. Check out the crust. Check out the bottom. It's actually, I don't know, this could be good. Let's give it a shot. Not bad. It's not the super thin, crispy crust I was kind of going for, but the dough's actually really good. Wow. Wasn't planning on that. And it's all saved by the fact that it's got that amazing truff sauce on it. I really like the flavor of that, especially on pizza with the cheese and the other seasonings. It plays super well with that. And that's the cool thing about making your own pizza. I have truff pasta sauce. I threw that on there. Do you have like barbecue sauce or something? Like maybe like a Korean barbecue sauce or a Southern barbecue sauce or a honey mustard sauce or a cheese sauce or something. You can put anything on your pizza as a sauce. It's fun. That's why I tried that. Let's get a bite of the crust. You know what that kind of reminds me of? When it's cooked down like this, kind of reminds me of a Lay's mesquite barbecue chip. Does that sound crazy? It's like sweet, savory. It's got all the flavors going in it there. So that's why it kind of works on everything. That's kind of the vibe I get with it on the crust. Pretty good. Way better than just a plain old crust. You can taste the red pepper flakes, but they're not too hot. That's so good. That's really good. I almost went and got Chipotle tonight. Because I told you I saved all my calories for dinner pretty much. It was worth it. It was worth not getting the Chipotle. It was worth using that dough. I almost threw the dough out. I didn't realize it actually rose up. Next, let's try, I mean, the pizza's gonna be the same. Let's try the crust with the truff oil on it. I'm wondering if the oil flavor actually carried over to the crust or if it baked away. If it baked away, so be it. If not, it's still there. Not as much as I would have liked, but it's still there. And actually, I mean, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't taste as much as I would like, probably because I use so much pepper and salt. So next time I might just try using that, because it would be nice to have this delicious dough with just a light bit of truffle flavor on it. That would be good. I did it. I made edible pizza in a video. There were no glaring mistakes. I mean, tell me in the comments, I'm sure there was something. I didn't get the smoke alarms going. The pizza's delicious. I didn't swear. I've been working on that. Because I swore a lot earlier in my Mountain Dew video. I want YouTube to promote my videos, so I gotta swear less. It's not cool. I don't like that. I like swearing. But new year, new Papi. Be a happier Papi, a less aggressive Papi, if you will. We're working on it. My eye has stopped twitching or whatever, for whatever that's worth. I'm trying dry January. Here's the thing, right? I used to drink a lot, but then I also got mega stressed out at work. And that was a tipping point that I think really rose my blood pressure. So I've still got the work stress. I'm kind of working on that, and that's not so bad this past week. But right now, I'm avoiding alcohol, so I've gotten rid of that one. So now I think I'm trending in the right direction. I'm down, oh, I can't check my weight. I'm filming on my phone. What was I today? 29, 28? I'm down like almost 6 pounds, in about a week and a half. Now I understand most, if not all of that, is water weight. Like, I get it. But the fact of the matter is, it is still moving down and not moving up, which is good for me. We need that. We need that in 2023. Yeah, good stuff. So stay tuned. If you found this at all entertaining, hit that subscribe button. There will be more actually making the dough. Like, I'm gonna try to film that next time. I'm gonna actually try to get the dough going. More pizzas, more different styles, more, if I could do everything pizza and tacos. I love making tacos. My brother got me a really cool book for Christmas. It's Trejo's Tacos. It's got all his taco recipes. He actually has taco stores out in California, his own taco chain. Dude knows tacos. I'd like to know tacos. Tacos are good. So I got all this dough and all this pizza stuff. So this week's pizza, maybe next week's tacos, week after. I don't know. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Papi. This is Papi Eats. Y'all have a good one.